So morning all, and we're out with RB, final test ride of this, the Michigan Euro 5 125 in Battalion Green. Doesn't that look such a nice bike? Do like these cruiser styles, and these are probably one of the best selling bikes that we do. Loads of our customers have the Michigans, including a load of people that do follow me on my page, including MT Belly, who has one of these. And he's got a set of panniers on the back of his that are mounted under the seat and zip tied round the back end, so you can put panniers on these. So as always, the final test ride, we've got 6 miles on the bike, just up to me to get the final few miles up on the bike before we take it out. So what's she like at low speed handling? Now you've got those runners, boards, foot plates, whatever you want to call them, on the bottom of the bike, very comfortable for your feet. And I do love how wide these mirrors are. You can set them out at 90 degrees and there's a massive view of the road behind. Absolutely superb. Low speed handling though, and I'm just rolling with the clutch in, and that's just under 10 mile, about 8 mile an hour. But just look how stable this bike is at low speed. Absolutely lovely. And obviously for ride test purposes, 40 mile an hour, maximum of 45. Now some people have commented, why are you riding down a dual carriageway at 45 mile an hour when the speed limit is 60? Simple reason, purposes of running in the motorcycle. Hence why I tend to wait until I've got a really good gap on my lane before I decide to open it up, or make sure the outside lane is clear so they can get out round me. If I happen to be on a 50cc, I would be doing 30 mile an hour on this dual carriageway, and all the roads in Milton Keynes are all dual carriageways, apart from the odd one or two that are 40 mile a limit. But all of the dual carriageways in Milton Keynes are 70 mile an hour limits, and a lot of people do ride 50cc's up and down dual carriageways. The only way to get from one side of the city to the other. It is all double grid roads. So for those of you that commented 45 mile an hour, you should be going faster. That is what the speed is of the bike, and people should be able to get round me. Hence why I tend to occupy position 1 if I see a car, otherwise I'll move out. Now the braking on this is absolutely crisp and superb. Front brake, and now onto the combined. Bring it in, absolutely lovely. And even just shifting down through the gearbox nice and gently, I can do that with just the clutch in, so I don't need to rev match down like I normally do. Couple of quick shoulder checks in there. Round the roundabout now, I'm on fresh rubber, 6 miles, taking my time, not leaning it too far, but the bar position on this is absolutely superb. And as I say, through the gearbox as quick as you can. 5-speed box on these Michigans, but it gets up to that 45 mile an hour very, very quick once you run the bike in. Obviously first service, after that 50 mile an hour or 55, and then once you've done your second and final service, you can open this thing up. Now average cruising speed on a 125, I would say sit it around 60, 65. You don't want to be thrashing the hell out of it. 60 is comfortable, 65 you are pushing it. It's a 125 at the end of the day. You're not going to be doing incredibly fast speeds. Most 17-year-olds think they're Marc Marquez and want to be doing 100 mile an hour. You want to be doing 100 mile an hour, go and do it on a track, or get yourself a big bike and make sure there's no coppers about. But absolutely lovely. It rides superb, as all Michigans do. And they have changed them slightly. They have got wider mirrors on them now. Bars are absolutely lovely, set in just the right position. So we had this conversation the other day with my techs, and I said to him, can you make sure that when you put the bars on a bike, sit on the bike and check the bike, have a look at it. What does it feel like from actual riding position? Are they too far forward, too far back? And my bike tech has set these up absolutely perfect. I've got my arms at 90 degrees, which is just where I want them, so they're not going to be straining the arms. Watching Numpty in the APC van behind me. Nice and steady through the roundabouts. There is a lot of mud on the road this morning because they are doing building works there. Another new factory unit going up. And then we're going to be heading back to the garage to give her a clean, an ACF, do the paperwork and get the customer in today to pick his bike up. Now, a couple of things that have been going on. Obviously, the new helmet has arrived, new drift camera has arrived, loads of bits and pieces that I am putting on the new helmet. Iridium screen's ordered, pin lock has been ordered, everything's all been done. But I am still going to be switching between two helmets. So for ride purposes, I'm going to be using my old one because it has been checked over and it is all good to go. My new LS2, I'm going to be using that when I go out on the GTR, because it is all silver and it's a titanium hand brushed one as well, so very expensive. Now, the annual bike ride is coming up this Sunday, once a month. Last Sunday of every month we meet down at Eclipse Motorcycles and we have a run to Super Sausage. Now, we are going to be joined by quite a lot of vloggers. Jim Diesel is coming down from Essex, or coming up from Essex should I say. He's going to come down and see us. Simon GTR 1400's coming, Andy GSA Tractor is coming, plus probably a lot of the DMR crew and the 1000cc club. So if you do want to come along to that, we are meeting at Eclipse at 9 o'clock on this Sunday morning, which is the last Sunday of the month. Departing at 9:30, heading up to Super Sausage at a nice sedate pace, depending on the speed of the slowest rider. And then once you get to Super Sausage, nice brekkie, have a look around the bikes, but you make your own way back. And obviously some of us are meeting at Super Sausage, so if you are getting there, get there for about 9:30, 10 o'clock, because there is about 30 of us going. It's going to be a very big bike meet. And we do that once a month, last Sunday of every month, run out of Eclipse Motorcycles. Now, which bike am I going to be on this weekend? I do not know at the moment. My GTR is currently in, as someone started it and turned it off, and took it out, turned it on, started it, brought it in. It's done less than 14 yards and turned it straight off. It soiled its plugs, much to Simon GTR's amusement, and obviously Darren, who are all killing themselves laughing. Oh, good luck with changing the plugs or getting your plugs out on that. I know, it's about 2.5 hours strip down on the GTR to get the plugs out, but we're going to have a crack at that today. So if I am not out on the GTR this weekend, I will be going Mini Lockwood. I will be taking out the VFR 800, so I might be doing a Lockwood and having a ride of a VFR this weekend, and it's a red one as well, same as his. Either that, or I'm going to be taking out the Blackbird, the CBX 1100, but they're both, them bikes are up for sale at Eclipse Motorcycles. So if you wanted to see a demo of those, it obviously depends if I get the GTR fixed in time. She was fine a couple of Sundays ago when I rode back with Simon, and until someone soiled my plugs for me. Better to soil the plugs than soil the pants, I suppose. But that will be sorted out hopefully later today. It's back in the workshop this afternoon for one of my boys to have a look at. So we're going to head back to the garage, 10 miles on the bike, which is just what I wanted. Give it a clean, give it a polish, get it all good to go. So 3 test rides, and just my coat of ACF 50 to do, as I normally do, with my cup of coffee and my chocolate biscuit for a change. So if you are following my non-smoking, I'm down to about 4 a day at the moment. I'm doing well. I have the occasional days where I have an extra one, but considering I was on a good sort of 24, 25 a day, that is a huge improvement for me. Well done, RB. And no coughing. Yes, the cough has disappeared. Smoker's cough no longer. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, as always, hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, your choice. Leave your comments in the bottom section, and don't forget to like and subscribe, all the obligatory things. If you do want to follow any of the bikers that I follow, go into the comment section down below or the description. All the bikers that are all listed in there that I follow. Or the easiest way to find all the social media, revbomb.co.uk. Look at the social media affiliate links. There are links in there for absolutely everybody. But until the next time, when we're back out riding, which is probably going to be about another 2 hours from RB, as always, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me.